if Sampdoria get double relegated, that would be tragic.
Sure.
They had such a great run last year too in City B, and then the whole Fabio Grosso thing that happened, and then now they got stuck with EDF. They had a good run to start, but they're fading away, and yeah, I don't know. It's tough. There's like three teams that are hard to make that last call.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. Um, to Bob's question, who do you want coming back up? Well, I mean, I think that Parma look like they're going to get promoted and be back in Serie A, and they probably have the most talent of any team in Serie B.
Would love to see
Um,
Palermo. Would love to see Palermo.
yeah, the Sicilian enemy would love to see Palermo back in Serie A. Venezia for the marketing and for the social media, I think would be fun.
Yeah.
Um, it's interesting when you look at Palermo because I'm just looking at some of the better rated players in Serie B, and you don't find and this is according to SofaScore, of course. Forgive me, I can only have enough time. I watch Serie A. I don't watch much Serie B, unfortunately. Um, but you take a look at it. I mean, the best rated player is a defender, Pietro Ceccaroni.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then you have the goalkeeper Mirko Pigliacelli, who they've got rated pretty high. Jacopo Segre, so it's Italian players for sure.
Yep.
And Matteo Brunori is a forward. So those would be the four guys there. I mean, relative no names to the rest of us.
Yeah.
So that might be fun to see. But Petronia has Dennis Mann. They have Adrian Bernabe, who, guys that we've at least heard of. Cremonese, Franco Vasquez is, leading the line for them. The best rated player in Serie B is on Spezia, who are 16th right now, and that's Salvatore Esposito. So you got to think Esposito's finding work in Serie A with another team. If Spezia is going to stay down for another year, Spezia is not going to be able to hold on to him much longer. So Amazing Vincent says, please not Cremonese. I mean, I think if I had to look at these teams statistically, I wouldn't want Cremonese either. I think they kind of play they're playing murder ball in City B just to get back up.
Yeah.
Parma has the most goals in City B, and then after that you're looking at Venezia and Palermo. As far as attacking teams, as far as teams that are trying to play attractive, in that division. So
Yeah, I'm with you. I think obviously Parma is a team that looks like they're on the way up, but I'd love to see them back in Serie A. Como, I think it was Vincent's point or someone, I forget who brought it up, but that'd be a great story just because of the people involved with that team.
yeah, Como,
Since
Strefezza went over.
Fabregas, there's a lot of commodities there that kind of bring some what's the word I'm looking for? Some credibility to this team, and so they've actually obviously earned what they've gotten.
I'm looking at that. First of all, I mean, you look at the attacking line. You got Cutrone, Strefezza, Jean-Pierre Ensame, and Simone Verde are all in the team.
Yeah,
And let's
so
see.
I mean,
In the
some
midfield,
credibility there.
yeah, you've got Baselli. He's playing there. Ioannou from a Cypriot player who has got some experience. And then you go to the defenders, and that's where it gets interesting. Goldanaga is a guy we've always picked on.
Yep. Yep.
So, so they better score because I don't know who they're going to stop. And it as evidence, it's crazy to me, through 29 games with that attack line, and I get it. Strefetz has only been there for a little bit, and some of these other guys have only been there for a little bit, but they only have 40 goals, through 29 games. You'd think an attack like that in Serie B would be in the 50s, like a Venezia, Parma. You go look at Parma right now. So I mean, Como have the roster right now.
And we got Fabregas, who's got the connections too.
Yeah, exactly. And then you go to Parma, you're looking at, Čolak from Croatia, as a forward. He's got some experience. Dennis Mann, who we've heard a lot about. Hernani's still there. Bernabe, who we talked about, who's having a fine season there. The defenders, nobody really of note. Ansaldi is a veteran, obviously, that's in that team. And, Buffon finally retired, so he's not playing there. The goalkeepers are, I think it's Turk, Cicizzola, and Corvi. So
The teams are built well, I think.
yeah, they're built. They're both of those teams are built well, where they could sustain and create a challenge to be there for a second season. Palermo has Shaka Traore on loan from Milan. Um,
Hmm.
Roberto Insigne's there. Brunori, who's having a good season there. Federico Di Francesco's with them. Mancuso, a former Lecce guy.
Wow.
Filippo Ranocchia is in midfield. Liam Henderson, who spent some time, I believe, was he at Empoli before going to Palermo? I
I
want to
think he
say that's
was.
where he
Yeah, he
was.
was. I think he was.
Okay, Segre's another guy they think is having a fine season. And then you go to the defenders. Ceccaroni's got experience. Lucioni
Hmm.
has experience. Um, there's enough in there that those that teams like that could make a dent if they got the opportunity and if they got the promotion.
Now, two teams that I would love eventually to see back in Serie A, but they're not anywhere close to it at the moment, are Bari, obviously a team that a lot of us know about, and then
Yeah,
Sampdoria. And what's the sad part is, especially for Sampdoria, who were just relegated, they're only 5 points above the relegation spot at the moment.
yeah,
That's imagine if they get double relegated. That would be, I mean, that would almost be a Parma level. Parma was obviously double relegated for different reasons, but
hmm
if Sampdoria get double relegated, that would be tragic. It would be
yeah,
tragic.
yeah.
Jeez.